Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Redundancy back again, also known as CR with an echo. And you guys, I'm gonna reconnect with some of you, the people out there. I might share a few things here and there. Chill out, relatively speaking, and with a plan too. I got slow mo on, and I got the subscriber only mode on for this one because actually I don't have the available of external device for a side chat here. So, see, I'm here. I know. See, I like I said, it's actually cold. I'm actually outside, so that's why I figure I bundle up a little here. It's not that bad, but hopefully everyone's doing well. Just chilling out. Every so often, I just have to check on my device. Just that's why I always have to exit out of it. So while I wait for some people to drop in here, let me have a sip of coffee here. I got my tripod, obviously. I was just like, I almost forgot to bring out my tripod. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need my tripod. And the coffee, too. What's up, Josh? What's up, Josh? How's it going, man? I was in earlier with some people in the stream. Out with Van City Partner. Out with her for a little bit. Chilling out on her panel for a little bit. That was kind of cool. Sharing some Canadian time. Enough said. Yeah, it's cold. It's, I was checking out on the weather alerts out there. And apparently, there's weather alerts every part of the country right now, throughout all of Canada. I'm pretty sure. In all the provinces. From west to east. From BC, out west here in BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, all the way out east into, like, Newfoundland and PEI, too. And so, like, yeah. Wind warnings, winter storm warnings, snowfall warnings, extreme cold. Yeah. So it's definitely winter. So I figured I might as well come outside and do a stream. And yeah, it's definitely getting windier out. Some places are expecting freezing rain or have been expecting freezing rain, snow. I think I saw an area that had like flash freeze or something. I've never seen that before. What's up, Gardner State? Celtic? Come on, show here. Yeah, I got the subscriber only mode on. I should have it at like 7 seconds for slow mo. Dang, I already got 6 people in here. That's fast. I figure I do an afternoon stream. I've been doing these evening streams so many times that it's just like, I figure I'd come in here. I won't be in long, but it won't be that short. Because then I know it's Monday, so I'll figure I squeeze in some time here. And like I said, chill with some of you out there. Jeez, I'm going to have to put something on. Yeah, it's not that cold in here, but I know it's not going to get colder. Temperature is supposed to drop. Vanessa Kitty. Hi, Kitty. What hat? This ain't a hat. It's called a buff, Josh. I mean, yeah, Josh. It's a buff. I'm wearing a buff. I tend to wear a buff more now lately. So. Since I just make sure my phone's. I just want to make sure and it seems like it's cold everywhere here. I know. I just like thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe I should be more proactive. See, I actually have. Well, you can hear it. I actually have one ice cleat on. Yeah, the ice cleats that I got are definitely coming in handy. We've been getting it here in Canada. I've noticed a lot more freezing rain this year in comparison to other years, I'm just like, I mean, in January before I've seen rain. I know it's possible, but I've seen that before, puddles and stuff like that. But it just seems like this year, I mean, in terms of the 2022 season, we're seeing quite a bit more freezing rain. You know, where you walk outside, it's slick. Yeah, I mean, this time around it wasn't as bad as the other time. The last time we had like maybe like a couple centimeters of it. I guess that'd be like half an inch. It seemed like this time around it was just a very minimal, but still slick. Still slick. What's up, Big Matt? How's it going? you're under four blankets, Vanessa Kitty. You're under four blankets. I actually had to make sure I wore a jacket up here. Keep forgetting. And that inside, so I'm gonna wear clothing out here. Right? Dress warmly. I figure I dress warm. I really have to. If I actually was out here, this is probably what I'm wearing too. Yeah, exactly. Freezing rain sucks. Yeah, I know. Wool on top too. I think I just got some sweats on. Nothing major. I could put something else on too if I really wanted to. Yeah, I got something else with me, just in case. I've shown this the last time. I can put this on too if I really wanted to, but I don't think it's gonna be that cold that fast yet. Temperature's dropping though, like crazy drop. The temperature differences this month alone for January have been like it almost seems like it's gone back from like relatively speaking for the area, general area, for all out west here, it's been like getting down as low as minus 40 Celsius. That's minus 40 Fahrenheit, by the way. Up to like sensor down to up to like 50 Fahrenheit. That's plus 10 Celsius in some places. That's a big difference for this month. I don't live in a state. I don't. I don't. I don't. Everyone asks me that. I don't live in a state. What's up, Survival LT? How are you doing, man? So, yeah. So if my light goes off, it's because it's a sensor. So every so often, it's all good. Anyway, so yeah, the extremes that I've seen lately, I'm just like I said, right now, if I was out there, yeah, it's definitely windy out. I'm not even kidding. I mean, I know it looks like I'm really warm right now or bundled up. It's not that cold, but that's because I've only been outside for like not even 10 minutes. I like that airtime I keep going. So, this is CF1. So, yeah. Let me have a sip of coffee. Cheers, everyone. Hopefully, everyone's doing well. I appreciate everyone coming by on this live with CR and chill. And I literally, metaphorically, and literally mean it. Chill about the cold, because it's like I know there's extreme cold out east right now. It's snowing out west. There's like I said, I saw this map of the whole country. I'm just like, that's a lot of weather statements and advisories and warnings out there. Every part of the country right now. So, yeah. Hey, it's Puppy Bear and Second Star Survival. Boom, boom. Let me just see here. Out west, Garden State. with out west. Out west, where I talk in Celsius most of the time, but I can do a conversion because it's got CR in it. I actually should put this in. Maybe I will put this in. No, good. I figured I'd put that in. Let's see there. And yeah. Come on. Hide. See, I'm doing this without Sage at assist or a laptop assist. So I'm more behind than usual. Yes, it's nice to see you too and Puppygraph. Okay, Vanessa Kid. Alright. Second stars here. Yeah. And then catching up. Okay. What continent? What? NA. Not available. I mean, North America. Just kidding. Jeez. My glasses are gone foggy already. Actually, I can't do this right now. Survival 2. I don't have the device with me. I don't have the laptop nearby. I don't actually even have it next to me. So I can't actually do it right now. I'll try to remember. Anyways, what I was gonna say was before I get derailed here from me talking here is that I'm kind of glad that I decided to like pick up like these ice cleats during the summer. This one time where I picked them up at like a yard sale or grad sale randomly, I'm just like, that was very useful. It was so nice for those $2 that I spent. I was just like, because I was thinking ahead, I'm like, yeah, I could probably use these during the winter. And this season, this 2021-2022 winter season, yeah, seeing a lot more days, times where freezing rain, ice, obviously, the freeze and thaw cycle that I always see here. You know, all right, second star. And stuff like that, where I've been seeing the usefulness of having ice cleats for traction and stuff like that. And of course, stuff like sand, which I have nearby. You know, and I got some salt, sodium chloride, and road salt, whatever. Right, but I don't usually like using that. Not too much. I'm just seeing how it looks outside. It looks colder outside now. It looks definitely colder outside. That's why I made sure I brought at least one mitt. I can hear the wind out there now. The wind's picking up. I know it's gusting a lot more now. In comparison to earlier in the day. It was much calmer out now. It's a lot more windy out. So I did pay attention to the per se weather forecast. So I'm just like, yeah. Glad I brought a hot drink out. Amongst other things. And hopefully I don't get disconnected. If I get disconnected, you'll know why. Because I probably lost connection again. Hopefully not. It's only been 15 minutes. I'm not sure how long I'll go for. I'll have to see. Speak of which, I gotta check to make sure I'm still. Holding steady, so that's good enough for me. As long as my battery holds steady or just slowly trickles down. That's all right. I just don't want this big drop. Because like I said, I'm outside, so. And I know about, about batteries and cold and stuff like that. It's not that cold, but it's not warm. So. Oh, God, lots of people coming in. So, yes, I have the subscriber only mode on. 7 seconds, by the way. So, what else? I mean, I know Well, Survivality's here, so he's familiar with this because I've shown this. I've shown this in one of my previous live streams. I'm pretty sure, or something similar. This is something I could just drape onto me if I really wanted to. I mean, this could be made from our materials and stuff like that, but in a nutshell, this is an extra large shirt. Hi, Iron Fire Horse. Nice to see you. Cheers with a CR and then, yeah. Extra large shirt that I didn't need because it doesn't fit me, and I'm pretty sure no one's gonna really take it. And I was just like, I might as well put it to good use, so I can do that right now. I can drape it over me, add a little bit more warmth into me, or put it underneath my jacket for more insulation, more dead airspace, and stuff like that. So I could put it under me and stuff like that. Drape it over me if I really wanted to. I could go like this. Add some more insulation to me if I really wanted to. I mean, I walked out in minus 22 Fahrenheit before minus 30 Celsius and draping a blanket over me. I might have looked weird, but the thing is, I'm the one walking. Right? I'm not the one, oh, my face is so cold from the windshield. No, I decided to drape a blanket over me, and it's kind of almost like similar to this, and just kind of block the wind, slow down the wind a little bit more, because the windshield was high that night when I went out there. And that was like good. I walked out for like an hour. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Especially since I decided to walk back. I walked back the next day, if I remember right. Hi, Tina. Yes, Comfort. Yes. Hi, Tina. Yes. Comfort's got the CR in it. Yes, of course. And Puppy Breath. Yay, cheers. You guys are probably all warm. I'm just like, it's like, who's outside? Just CR. CR's the only one outside right now. Let's see. What are you guys up to? Let's see. Yeah. Woohoo! I mean, I could. Honestly, I'm using Wi-Fi, so I'm not honestly, not outside. But I'm pretty sure if I was outside or went for a walk or something like that, I'd probably bring a little bit more with me. Especially considering that. That's close. I just knocked over my coffee. Thank goodness I had the lid on. Huh? But if I went outside right now, since it's so gusty out, windy out, I'd probably want to bring more of a windbreak out. Increase my loft, that dead airspace, just so I would have a little bit more protection against the wind, because the windshield's quite high now. I mean, let's say it's like 0, it could be feeling like minus 10 already, minus 11, just because the wind's so strong. That's not what I wanted to cook. Come on. Hi, Howie. Food for us. Hey, Tex. I saw your last video, by the way. I was not logged in, so I didn't leave a comment. I saw that you tried twice, right? Yeah, I saw that. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I saw that. I could use that candle right now. I probably could use that candle right now. That wouldn't be such a bad idea right now. I mean, let's see here. Oh wait, I actually do have a sprinkler. Hold on. But I can't use the device. That's why. I think this. See, I do have a sprinkler. I have a story behind this too. Oh god. Hi. Let's see here. I gotta decide to put the camera on this side instead of See, I'm remembering to put the camera on because if I put the camera on the same side as the chat, then I would always be like this. So I was thinking ahead, just a tad here. Oh yeah, day off. Yeah. Hi, hello. And I'm trying to catch. Oh, okay, I'm catching back. Yeah, you're getting rain. You're getting snow now. Like I said, I've been seeing a lot of stuff here. Freezing rain, snow. This month I've seen everything. I think snow, sleet, ice, flurries, snow, snowfall, extreme cold, freezing rain. I think I might have seen the sun 10% of the time. Whew. I can just definitely hear it. I'm actually glad I decided to bring this out now because it's just like I can feel that kind of at least a little. I mean, like I'm in sun in a sheltered area, so obviously there's no wind in there, but it is. Maybe it's a psychological thing. It's helping me. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You got 5 to 8 inches. Remember, 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. By the way, conversion has CR in it, so I'm trying to get better at it. Hey, that's good to hear. I mean, relatively speaking, Howie. Yeah, I heard about that too. So, let's see here. Surprisingly, I'm doing pretty good for not having a display for a side chat. I think this is why I put the swivel. I must have put the swivel on for this. This must be the reason why. All right. Yeah, and I feel like I've seen all forms of precipitation. I was thinking to myself, if it, well, it's already not done happen, but it'd be, if I ever see a rainbow in the winter here in Canada, I think I'm gonna laugh, and I'd be like, because that's one thing for sure. If I start seeing that, then I know something's up. Because I've never seen a rainbow in the winter, ever, at least here in Canada. It usually doesn't happen. And that's it. See, I don't even have my zipper though. I do have. Oh yeah, so I forgot. This is a mitt I actually, well, mitt glove I actually found. So I figure I'd put it on. See, lots of people coming in and out. It's all good. It's all good. See, I have to use fingerless gloves because I gotta touch the display. I should have brought that red glove so I can hear the wind gusting outside now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to stream out there. Not effectively, anyways. It'd be so windy out there. Let's see my. And besides, I mean, I could go out there. I do have a battery bank. I do have a battery bank with me, but I don't. It's way too windy out there. You wouldn't be able to hear me. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. It'd be like. It's a gusting. I can tell. I see the trees just swaying, mad right now. So it's definitely picking up on the wind. It'd probably be really windy. Hey, it's beep. It's Richard. Hi, Richard. All right. With Bentley's Backwoods Bush Camp. It's nice to see you, my friend. Really? Iron Flying Horse, Sun Dogs, and Rain Dogs? I mean, Sun Dog and Rainbows? That's what I was trying to say. Really? For real? For real? You've seen that? I've never seen one. I'm like noticeable. Like you could tell the seven colors in the sky, kind of noticeable. Let's see. I don't know. Someone else with SCR in here. Catches Grimoire Sanctuary. Yeah. I guess that's. It almost. I was about to say. Does it have 3 CRs in there? No, wait, no. Just 2. Let's see. Yeah, it's nice to hang out, right? Well, I'm glad I decided to put slow mo on because clearly you guys are talking a lot faster than I can catch up. And of course, I'm not using a device to see the chat besides StreamYard, so I'm trying to go faster. So yeah, getting back to that winter talk here. I'm not even kidding about the winter. Let me see here. Look. Yeah, that's just from blowing snow, literally. Jeez. I better keep my. What's the rule for? There's an acronym that I heard about. There's a cold acronym, right? So clean, sensor. I have a sensor, so I every so often. Ugh. Hold on a sec. Hold on. I have to work on this. It's okay. I'll deal with it in a bit. But anyways, there's a cold acronym that I heard about. Like, well, anyways, one of the things is to keep dry. That's what the D would mean. In the D for cold. So dry. So this glove I just got wet from snow and then I keep dry here by warming it up by friction rubbing it back in some, right? Keep my mitt dry. Well, I mean my glove dry. Okay. Yeah, so the only thing really cold is my fingerless glove. So every so often you'll see me trying to do this. Or putting my hand in my pocket. Or underneath my armpit. I've done this before with no, the cold's not getting to me. Frostbite. But the frostbite might be no. I just kidding. No, I've had frostbite on my thumbs before and my hands. Obviously, it's winter, so they're tip right there. Sometimes I'll do this, stuff like that. You know, sometimes in more extreme cases, I'll take more extreme measures, but I don't care. Frostbite hurts. It burns. Literally, it does burn. That's why it feels like that burning sensation. Literally, you're, you know, beyond frost nip. I've never had severe frostbite, but I've had frostbite that really hurts though. So yeah, hopefully I would never have severe frostbite. So yeah, warm up my hand a little here. Actually, what I'm gonna do here is switch out my glove. I should have brought a mitt out. So I'm gonna switch out the glove that I have on my other side to warm up that side. Switch out my finger's glove to the other side and use it for a little bit here. That's cool, Richard. Yeah. Do what you can, right? Do what you can. I mean, I gotta use a slower laptop now. So I gotta just adapt to it too, unfortunately. Oh my iron fibers. Oh my, oh my. I mean, I remember this one time when I went out for a walk. I don't know what this person was actually trying to do. Maybe they were just dropping off something real quick and it seemed like it. They nice car. Nice car. Nice car. You know. I would consider it as a nice car for what it is, right? No brand, no whatever, but they were in slippers and a robe and shorts. And just like and it was icy out, not like free like wow, this was after the freezing rain, so it was still icy out. I almost saw them slip. Almost. They it was like a quick jerk to the side, but they recovered. But I was like thinking to myself, yeah, yeah, person who's doing this. I'm like, yeah, hopefully you make it home safely, because I wouldn't want to walk with what you have on for any significant amount of distance, just because that'd be very annoying, inconvenience too, right? I mean, just imagine trying to walk with slippers, a robe, and shorts because your car broke down or something unexpectedly happened. Hopefully it wouldn't, but it did, and you're gonna walk like, let's say, even 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That'd be something I don't want to do. You were in flannel pajamas. Yeah, I bet. Oh yeah, this reminds me of that ice submerging challenge I did, which is hands too, up to my forearm. I did that. I felt that. I got a taste of that. It took me see what you guys didn't see in that video was it took me another hour after the fact to warm my hands back up to a normal state again. So yeah, what they say about the longer you've been cold or the more cold you are, the longer it takes to warm back up. To the point where even like what a hot shower wouldn't even cut it. Like you gotta take time. I've seen that before, and I've seen other stories from other people. Let's see. Let's see here. You you freeze something on Iron Forest. Cool. Yeah, exactly. Richard, come on, click. Yeah, keep change coil. Come on, I want to see that. Oh yeah, keep it change coil. Yeah, and very sensible kind of preparation you can do, right? And something that's kind of and socks and something like that. You know, just so if your clothes get wet, gloves get wet or whatever, you got something to dry to change into, so you can and layers too. See, I'm wearing layers too right now. I mean, I do have a jacket on, but I do have layers on, like a hoodie and stuff like that. You can see that I'm wearing layers and stuff like that. So I'm actually quite warm out here, surprisingly enough. Well, I would hope. I would hope not. I would hope you wouldn't go out driving like that. I mean, like I said, you're taking a risk if you start doing something like that. I mean, it's one thing if it's like literally like 2 minutes away, not even 2 minutes away, maybe a minute away, 5 minute walk. That's one thing. That's one thing. But if it's gonna take you, if you drive somewhere that's gonna take you like more than 15 minutes to walk back, maybe you should wear a little bit more and actually wear a jacket, right? I mean, especially if it's just on the way out. I mean, it's not like it's dramatically inconvenience you to have to put something on. Yeah, shoes, boots, coats. Yeah. Oh yes, and puppy breath. Yeah, exactly. Stuff happens, right? Yeah, right. So for those times where it's remember those times where you see someone walking when it's like really cold outside. Yeah, let's remember that. No, please, Bruce. This is nothing still. I can talk about stories in minus 22 Fahrenheit, minus 30 Celsius. And remember, I'm in an enclosed shelter out from the wind. So I'm away from exposure from snow or wind right now. So it's not like take care of survivality. But yeah, backwards law. No. No, I'm not cold. I'm just making sure that I don't have layers on. All right. I can always dress down if I have to. That's why I'm wearing layers. If I get too warm, I can dress down. can't dress up or put more clothes on if I don't have them at all. Right? That's why I like layers. I tend to do it like this, you know, the hoodie kind of thing and stuff like that. Let's see here. Let's go. Hookah, 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 hookah. Yeah, so. Although I probably should have put. I probably should have brought it out under mint for this. But I need to touch the display, so. That's why I'm switching out every so often the fingerless glove to the other side. So. And switching back to my left and right hand every so often. And this is still nothing. Still standing. Still moving, right? And besides, what you didn't see yet is that I actually have hot fluids with me. So, and coffee is nice too. And it's morale boost. I see, Iron Fire Horse. Exactly. Always the way, generally speaking, the way to go. And this is why I like to have something like, geez, it's starting to get dark out, as you can tell. But I guess this is why I'm using the door, so you can actually see a little bit better. See, right here, geez, I might have to put on the light. See, I did bring something up. See? I did bring something up. Honestly, I wouldn't have needed this. I knew it was not. Obviously, it's not going to get dark eventually. Right? But, and obviously, I'm wearing darker clothing, as you can see. But I have something. I won't call this a scarf. This is just something I'm reusing. Really, this is really a t shirt. A polyester, synthetic type of material. So, that I'm reusing right here. I've used this plenty of times now. Plenty of times. I can use this plenty of times. It's kind of thin, so it's not going to give me, it's not like if I put on like a wool sweat, like a wool version of this or like a blanket, but the idea is still more layers of protection, I guess, right? Insulation. I could put this underneath my jacket if I really wanted to. Sometimes I'll do that. I mean, I've worn this scarf-like thing as a scarf before, just to keep my face warm, or over my hoodie and stuff like that, just so to block more wind, slow down the wind from hitting my face. Windshield, for people that don't live here in Canada or experience cold before, windshield is definitely those things. When you first experience it, the windshield factor, where the wind's just blowing the cold off you, yeah, you start noticing it now. Carrying my high wire blanket. Hey, I've done that already. With an SOL space emergency space blanket. I actually wore that in conditions similar to this, just to try it out. But the thing about something like that is, you're not really supposed to touch my wire directly. It's better if it's just like that far away from you. So because it still conducts the heat. Because, well, it's my wire. I feel like I'm missing something in here. Yeah. I feel like I'm forgetting something in here. I feel like I'm forgetting something in here. Yeah, okay. I can hear the wind outside. right now. It's really windy outside. That's why every so often I actually have to check my device. And maybe I can. Hey, if my phone keeps warm, maybe I can use it as a warmer. Warm up my hand. Oh, jeez. It is starting to get dark. I might have to turn on the light soon. Or use something in here. Alright, take care. Everyone, wait by to BBB. Night, Rich. Night, Richard. Take care, my friend. Bye. Yay. Yeah, I should just. Battery must be dying. Must be getting that cold. Can I miss something in there? No, about the Mylar space blanket. I do have them in the bags, though. I will keep them in there. However, I know when to use them too. I'd rather have actual insulation, an actual blanket instead. Because the Mylar space blanket may block the wind, may block the water, may block the moisture, but it doesn't. It doesn't have much in the way of insulation value. It works better when you have something supporting it. Generally speaking, like a blanket. Mylar and a blanket probably would work pretty good in conjunction. Because the blanket, it would keep the blanket from getting wet, and the blanket would help the Mylar. Let me say that again. The blanket wouldn't get wet because of the Mylar, and the blanket will help the insulate from the effects of conduction loss from the Mylar space blanket. I think that makes sense now. Okay. Would you say, Bruce? Check around the burritos. Just to wrap around patients and okay. Okay. I see you, Bruce. I don't know. I'm not sure. Not sure yet. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. So I'll probably go for another 15 minutes here. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, 15 minutes here, 18 minutes, probably to the hour mark. Sheesh. I didn't realize how cold it was getting. Not that cold, but how dark it's getting in out here. It's not that dark, but relatively speaking. Like, you can barely see me. Like, I have this. It's just my fingers. It's because I need to touch the display. If I was just doing stuff, it'd be different. Because obviously then I can wear more terms of protection. But that's why every so often you'll see me changing the fingerless glove to their side. Okay. Okay, Bruce. Okay. That was my first thought too, but oh yeah. Well, I do know is that I'm gonna have to zip out my zipper eventually. See, now I'm zipping my zipper. See, here. And like I said, I can. What I have right here, draped over me right now, I can put it on the inside of my jacket if I really wanted to, and add some more waft or some more dead airspace in there, layer protection, stuff like that. I mean, I could easily have thrown on additional things. Trust me, Uncle Al. I've told Uncle Al this before. I put on 4 layers for my hands before. I put on 6 layers before in -40, but that's in -40. So I know I could do that if I really wanted to. If I really, really wanted to. Oh. Wow. Clearly, I'm gonna leave that on the screen for a little bit. Thanks, and Puppy perhaps. That's very nice of you. So encouraging with the CR in it. Yeah, yeah. So yeah. So I've been trying to take winter seriously this season. This winter, see, it's actually starting to get. It's not that it's getting darker; it's just getting darker in here. It's actually quite. I can still see outside. Is it? I actually have to. Let me shine some light on the situation here. See, see, see. Still here. Ah, look who's back. I see your back. I see your back. Yes, he's here too. Welcome back. So yeah, I mean, I've gone out for walks this month. Usually when it's a little bit warmer or less cold. I should say less cold. I shouldn't say warmer, less cold. And there's a key difference. It's not warmer out, it's less cold. I always say. Okay, Iron Fire Wars. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. Too bad I decided to not put this live chat replay back on. So if you're seeing this on the live chat right now, yeah, you can see that. Oh, you guys are going south real faster. I'm wondering if that would help you stay warm. Well, let's say methane is a greenhouse gas, right? It's supposed to trap heat. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, right? That is what they say, right? Yeah. Who wants to try that out? Any volunteers? It's like, no, CR. Give me a gas mask and then maybe I'll try. Okay. uh, I was watching this video earlier, and this reminds me. So I mean, it's not recommended for weather this cold, probably, but a whoopee, poncho liner. I'm just watching a video on that real quick. I'm just like, and look at the layers of it and stuff like that, and wrapping in a burrito and stuff like that. It was reminding me of that now. You know, because you could drape something like that over you. I mean, if I had something like that, I can drape that over me. I'd be even warmer. I mean, I remember seeing these other videos out there, real quick on. I forget. I forget what country it was. It's a country that tends to not get snow, so less likely for people to be prepared for it because it's a very unlikely situation. But anyways, I saw people draping like blankets over their shoulders and stuff like that because it does help. It does help. It does help. I find, anyways, because I've done it before. I've done it before in minus 30, minus 22 Fahrenheit. So yeah. Ah, you're craving M Puppy Breath with CR in it. I think I crave a lot of time because everyone always has to talk about food. Speak of food. Food is, they say, if you eat before going to bed or getting in your sleep make, it does help. So you know because the metabolic actions in your stomach generate heat while it's digesting. So that's food for thought, right? Food for thought. I mean thought. Oh, did I say that? Did I say that? I must be paying attention too much to the chat right now. So I'll probably, yeah, about 10 minutes here. Let me make sure I got one of my things here. I should have brought one of the other things in. Yeah, I do have that. Because I Again, I know everyone. I have to mention this because one always asks me, what state do you live in, CR? I don't live in a state. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I gotta point that out. I gotta point that out. Yeah. So yeah. Jeez, it's starting to get dark in here. I'm just gonna put my icon on because there's no point because you can barely even see me now. It's getting a little dark in there, anyways. And I'm not that long because I am only gonna be on for another 9-10 minutes here. So yeah. So just really recapping, it's winter time. Maybe it's not as cold in your own area. Maybe it's still in the 40s above freezing, right? But like I said, even 2 years ago, in minus 37 Celsius, take winter seriously, you know? Because, and I say because regardless if you live here in Canada, in the US, or places in the world, places that may or may not get snow, may or may not fall below freezing, it's still, well, we're only 3 weeks out from uh, the start of that shortest day of the year. Right? The days are getting longer gradually, but remember, it can get chilly in the desert, for example, right? Look how a desert can get so hot during the day and cool down real fast at night, where you probably still need shelter, clothing to stay warm. So remember that. Yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. And puppy breath. Yeah, exactly. Stay ready out there, right? For your own area, right? Don't get caught off guard out there, right? Be ready, you know, the best that you can for what you can do right now and what you can get. And hopefully you're getting a little bit more now than later for obvious reasons, too. Okay, catch back. I caught back up on the chat here. Because all it takes is that, oh, hey, it's that once in a lifetime, once that fluke kind of winter storm. Uh, what's that called? Either I'll just tell it as that low pressure system, that what trough atmospheric river, you know, and then here's this cold air mixing in, this cold dry air mixing in with warm moist air from the south, for example. Usually, that right, you see that along the jet stream, right? The collision of hot and moist, and cold and dry. What happens? You usually get some sort of precipitation, like snow. So, and the obviously if it starts snowing, the temperature's probably dropping. Generally speaking, right? Generally, it's cold. If it's cold enough to snow, the temperature's dropping. Just checking out here real quick. Yeah, I'm just getting a dusting of snow out here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Iron Fire Horse. Yeah. That's why I always pay attention to the jet stream, where it is. Because generally speaking, if your area is below the jet stream or well below the jet stream, generally you have warmer air. If you're below, if you're the jet stream's below your area, generally you're in that cooler, colder air. generally speaking. And hopefully, precipitation can, vary depending on the time of year, honestly. It's obviously winter right now. So that's something I always keep in mind. Have your stuff ready out there, if you're going out driving out there, you're gonna get ready. Yeah, okay there. Okay, Bruce. Whatever. Whatever there. See how I just brought that up real fast? Like I just melted that comment away. That was a fun right there. But on a serious note, have your vehicles ready, right? For your own area, right? Besides, standard jumper cables, that kind of, or seatbelt cutter, window breakers, case, whatever, something like that. Besides that, if it's, at least for here in winter in Canada, blankets, stuff like that. Maybe some water if you can. Maybe some relatively stable food that can handle cold, Because there might be that inconvenience of out on the highway, obviously drive for the conditions, right? If it's snowing, blowing snow, ice, whatever, maybe slow down a little. Give a little bit more time, distance between you and the next vehicle beside you, in front of you, and such, right? I think making it to your destination is probably the most important thing, even if you're 5 minutes late, right? Better to be 5 minutes late than never show up. Yeah, that's what I say. That's what I say when people ask me. Hi, Lena. I'm all right. All right. Probably gonna be exiting out of the stream with probably in the next few minutes here, give or take. Okay. Back with hello. Okay. There's a lot of snow out there. Yeah. What's up, Blast? Everyone can relax now. And maybe I'll go a little bit longer. Maybe I'll go a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Not too much longer, though. I know I said 2 minutes at this hour mark. I might go a little bit longer since I've got some people coming in. Maybe I'll go an extra 10, 15 minutes. Let's see. I mean, Wes is here, right? I can't leave Wes out of the conversation. I know he's seen ice and snow before. So I know he sees that. Like, of course, Lena's seen snow too, right? Yeah, gotta put that in. Gotta put that in the chat too, so you guys can see that. So yeah, I just gotta make sure I keep moving my feet though, because I'm standing right now actually, so I actually gotta keep moving my feet. See, I've noticed that with my. I mean, I should have actually probably wore boots out instead. Yeah, in hindsight, but I wasn't actually planning to stay out here that long. It's not that cold, but it's like I said about cold. Sometimes it's not 5 minutes is 5 minutes, but when you start being outside longer, you start feeling it over time. But so just imagine being in your vehicle, stuck on the highway. Like what happened in the U.S., right? What, I-95, right? I mean, that'd be something you don't want to be in. That's something you don't want to be in. But let's remember how a little forethought, a little preparedness can help, right? And turn that kind of situation to a slight inconvenience, right? Slight inconvenience. Instead of being a really serious situation, it's just a slight inconvenience. Just another hurdle to overcome in life, right? Another hurdle just to jump. Instead of being this hurdle that's like 10, 12 feet tall, it's just a couple inches tall. You're not quite smoothing it, but it's just like a little beep on your radar. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't serious. Also, it was, but a little a little, you know, in terms of shelter, warmth, knowledge, skill, water, little food, some basic supplies could really dramatically help a lot of those people out. You've been digging all day? Let me see here. Yeah. Yeah, I hear. See, it's snowing out east. So, sometimes when I see snow and oh, and see, that's another thing about if you're sheltering a place in your car, what's the definitely one of the rules of all. You crack a window, use your gas sparingly, your heater sparingly, maybe 10 minutes out of every hour, give or take. And your tailpipe, make sure it's not getting blocked by snow. Because CO poisoning is a real thing. That's the silent killer. I don't think anyone wants to go out like that. Definitely I don't. Yeah, okay. All the best in that, Wes. What did I say? I didn't even know what I said. I must have said something interesting for Empire to say that. But all jokes aside, right? Like I said, take it seriously. I mean, like, some things, like, I get, I understand that maybe you don't have the biggest car. Not everyone drives a truck, a van, has the space, has the room, or you got to put people in the vehicle, right? Groceries, you got a full family, yeah. I get that, but there is still some things you probably could still put in, you know? Just be a little bit, per se, quote unquote, creative in using the space wisely, right? Maybe it's a blanket as a cover for the seat. You know, they have those car seat covers, right? A blanket. Maybe it's that bottle of water in the one of the compartments in the vehicle, right? And that one that you keep upside down, or you bring it in when you come back inside. If you don't have a heated garage or whatever, maybe it's that kind of energy bar that you leave out there. Maybe it'll freeze or whatever, but still, you could still eat it if you had to. A shovel, maybe jumper cables on your back, trunk or something like that, underneath your seat or something like that. Excuse me. Yeah, jacket. Let me see here. Wes. Oh yeah. Thank you, Line Farmers. Yeah, jacket, blanket, in the trunk. Yeah, and you can get something like that. Yeah, exactly, boys. And you can get something like that at a first store, secondhand too, right? I mean, like I said, and maybe you get it something that actually looks nice too, right? You know. But if it's warm, you'll greatly appreciate it in that situation, right? If you're stuck, let's say it's simple as you're waiting for that tow truck. Unfortunately, for something like that, you can't do it yourself, or you don't have it, or something like that. Something happens, or you're waiting for someone to pick you up because some sort of trouble. Someone's got to pick you up, so you're staying with your vehicle, sheltering in place, because generally speaking, staying with your vehicles usually, for the most part, is the right call. Generally speaking, but it might take an hour, 2 hours, free. It'd be nice, to know that, hey, it's really cold outside. It's snowing, but oh well, thank goodness I decided to bring this blanket in this vehicle. I decided to actually wear a proper jacket, wear some mitts. Oh, hey, look, I got some extra mitts in the car. Thank goodness. All right. It's something like that. Because I'm pretty sure for most people, feet are probably going to be the first thing that gets cold. At least for me, it is. in terms of stuff in the winter. Usually my feet get cold first. Yeah, something like a spare carbon monoxide detector might help if you want to have something like that. Yay, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I bet it does. I bet it does. Iron Fire Force. But I was just also thinking, just because I'm actually out, not outside, but I'm not in a warm area. Right? I'm not with central heating, no candles, no fire, no warmer, no hand warmers on me. I'm only using shelter to keep warm right now. And insulate myself and stuff like that. Yeah, well, and speaking of insulate, yeah, vehicles are not insulated. They're pretty much metal, right? So they conduct heat. Unless you like have a van that you retrofitted with insulation, right? But not everyone has it. Not everyone has an RV that's insulated too, or whatever, right? The trucks, cars, vehicles like that are probably not gonna be warm without the heater running. So having some cover, that has CR in it, shelter elements and stuff like that, clothing elements are probably gonna be a very dramatic, well, not dramatic, but very useful item to have if you can't maintain the vehicle or something happens to the vehicle. Also, maintaining the vehicle so you can get to your location is probably ideal, so you don't have to dip into that. But it could be as simple as when I say, your heater's not working, your vehicle's still running, your heater's not working, not the greatest, so you have a blanket in your vehicle, so when you get in there, you're not really that cold. Maybe your heater in your vehicle takes a little bit longer. It's not the best. It takes a little bit longer to kick into high gear. So you have a blanket in there in the meantime, all right? Something like that. Sub CT. Yeah, the tailpipe thing. Yeah, exactly. So I'll probably go for another. Yeah, this time around, I think I will go in about 20 minutes or at that 15-minute mark. That 75-minute marker. Yeah, 75. You appreciate everyone coming by. I know some of you drive. If not all of you drive, some of you drive for a living and stuff like that. Keep that in mind, right? Because it could, like I said, it could be that one instance where, hey, I'm glad I brought that blanket. Why? Because my heater stopped working for some reason, or it took a very long time to kick up. It took a half an hour instead of that usual 5 minutes. All right. Until you can get it fixed or get it, checked out like the next day or that appointment a couple days, 2-3 days later, right? So in the meantime, you have a blanket, right? Quick, an easy thing, maybe it's wool too, so it'll be good. Sheesh, it's still windy out here. Take care, Bruce. About 6 minutes here. So yeah, I mean, I've gone out in winter before. I mean, I've never done anything really, really extreme, but I've had my fair share of winter type of things and stuff like that. I've had frostbite. I felt extreme wind chill, where it's like supposedly it feels like -40 outside. -40, which is the same in Fahrenheit and Celsius, where I'm just like, you know, doing these things to kind of try to stay warm as much as possible, keep moving, and stuff like that. I've shown, if my hands are cold, keep moving these hands, right? Or if my thumb's cold, maybe covering my thumb up with my hand, in terms of making a fist and putting my thumb in my fist area and stuff like that. One thing I try not to do, and I've said this before, is blow into your hands. That kind of thing. You know, you see that in whatever, right? I don't like doing that because every time you do that, because there's moisture in when you exhale, that's why you can see your breath when it's cold or outside, right? You know, let's say in the low 40s, or let's say 6, 7 Celsius or lower. There's moisture in your hand and your breath, and when you blow into your hands, yes, your hands feel warmer. However, you're blowing moisture into your hands. What's gonna happen? Your glove, your hands are gonna start getting wet. And what happens when your hands gets wet? It's no longer dry. And because water conducts heat faster than the air can, it's gonna start getting. If you stop doing this into your hand or glove or whatever, you don't. It's not get cold. And basically, you don't have to keep doing that because now your hands wet. Basically, that's why I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. I avoid doing that because once you start doing that, you have to keep doing that. Then, like literally, you'll have to keep doing that. That's why I try to avoid doing that. I do these other things first whenever possible. Hey, you're pretty good in the code. That's cool. Oh, I think I made a pun there. I think I made a pun there. I think I made a pun there. See, I wasn't even paying attention. I made a cool pun. See. Oh yeah, I bet iron fires, right? You live here in Canada, you probably experienced something, right? Kind of taste of it. I always say I just got a taste of it. You know, I never been stranded in a vehicle for 24 hours or something like that, and I'm just like, yeah, that'd probably be a serious situation. Hopefully, I would have planned better. Had some supplies, gear with me, and the knowledge and the skills to back that up, and experience of it. Yeah, yeah. Iron Fortress. See, this is why I don't like doing it. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's one thing if it's the only option you have, but try to consider other things because it's not good. It's not good. It's it might as well be the same. It might as well be the same thing as as people on the streets using a sewer to stay warm because of the heat. Once you leave that area, it's because that's moist air. You'll be wet and you'll feel cold. You'll have to keep coming back to it. It's a perpetual thing. You have to keep doing that. So I don't. I try to avoid that, right? Because that's why they say in the winter, stay dry. Don't sweat. You sweat, it's gonna get cold because, like you said, water um, takes heat away much faster than the air can. Much faster. Okay, Wes. Yeah. Hey, Val. How are you doing? See, Val. I remember that video you put out too. Now, all right. You had to go through something similar, right? And these items that you did have, these supplies and gear that you did have, did help you out. I did. I did. I still remember that video very much. It's nice to see you, Val. I want to say hi to Valerie. Yeah, that too. Because water, like I said, water is not trying to stay dry, right? When it's cold out. And maybe I'll go a little bit longer. I know I keep saying that, but I'm getting such warm feeling inside. It must be from the chat, because clearly it's still yeah, it's still cold out here. I'm actually out, not quite outside, but not quite inside here. Hi, Muscal. How are you doing? See. Val's got a video up on it. I won't spoil too much of it, right? So you guys can actually get a sense of what she and, and her husband and Steve went through. You know. like I said, avoid blowing into your hands when it's cold out. It's one thing if it's like one time, but if you keep doing it, it's not gonna be good. Like I said, try to avoid doing that. Not a very good thing to do. Not a very good thing to do. I try to avoid that. Better. It's almost better to like rub your mitts together, your hands together at times too. Or actually wear proper mitts and gloves when it's cold out. Right. Keep moving your hands and stuff like that in your pockets. Keep the blood circulating and stuff like that. Or doing, jumping up and down. Get the blood flowing and stuff like that. Increase your metabolic output by doing something like that, squats or whatever, right? If you had to do something like that. Well, I remember I am 4 hours. I remember. Okay, for sure, I'm going only till the 90-minute mark. The 90-minute mark. So 14 more minutes, 15 more minutes. I'm probably not going to go that much longer because I need to do stuff anyways. And I got to remember that there's other people streaming. I got to remember what time it is. And speak of which, I got to actually check. Make sure my device is still charging. My battery level is going up. That's a good thing. That's a good sign. Because, like I said, it's cold out. I know batteries get zapped much faster when it's colder, so that's why I have it plugged in. Yeah, that's awesome to hear, Val. Yeah, I remember that you mentioned that on your video. I do recommend people go check out that video from Valor. It's very understanding from their experience of it, right? Understanding it and stuff like that. And always remembering, key things I always remember about cold, smaller spaces warm up faster. That's why, dead air spaces in your clothing, like layers, helps because it's a smaller space to heat up. So smaller spaces do warm up faster than much bigger places. So another thing is, I guess, if you're either in your vehicle or at home, apartment, office, whatever, right? No heat. Well, make the space smaller, right? At home, this reminds me of because it's only been it hasn't even been a year yet, technically, because I think that the Texas freeze happened in February, so we're coming up to it. I guess it's been almost a year. I was remembering seeing some of the videos out there. These were all blogging type of videos, so these were not the preparedness type of channels that I would see usually. But I wanted to get a sense of it from the common John, common Jane out there, so to speak. Where I'm just like, see what they did, how they handled it, and stuff like that. I think one of the things was very true is that these small spaces were a good thing. People, I heard some people making bed forts, bed shelters, and stuff like that, couches and stuff like that, or even bringing in a tent or something like that, bringing in a pillow, cardboard and using that to make a miniature shelter in their room or in their apartment and stuff like that. Smaller spaces warm up faster. It probably helped. And it keeps you busy too. Keeps the mind busy too. So during that situation, you're moving. You're trying to improve your situation a lot more and not just sit there and be like, CR, yes, I don't know what to do. Well, do something. Trying to improve your situation. The situation may not improve right away, but at least you'll keep trying to make the situation better. keep busy, and the movement of doing something will probably generate metabolic heat to keep you warmer because you're actively doing something and just instead of just standing there and sitting there. You know. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you there, Phil. Iron Force, Iron Fire Horse. I was talking about Valerie's video. Yeah, yeah. There, you can read it on the side chat right now. Yeah, and that would help too. Probably CD. You know, food generally does so. I'm not, I'm not. I know I keep talking about the shelter part a lot, but I'm not saying not having fire or heater, space heater is not a good thing, but those are active. All right, those are active sources of heat. Yeah, I want that to live whenever possible. Warm drink, a candle, a campfire, space heater, or whatever. But those are active sources of heat, right? You have to maintain them. You have to be careful too, right? You don't want to get burnt by them. Well, I mean, literally speaking. I know, and when I say literally speaking, I'm going to say that because, yeah, I heard that incident in New York. Yeah, that was from a space heater. Yeah. So, and unfortunately, prayers to the people out there, right? I'm not getting into that one too much, but yeah. That's why I always try to have solid shelter whenever possible. Clothing and stuff like that, because it keeps working for you, right? Clothing and shelter might not dry you, warm you to the bone, so to speak, like a fire or a heater can, but it keeps working for you all the time. It's a passive thing. It doesn't consume fuel per se because it just retains or holds back the heat that you normally your body would generate. Because it doesn't because, and again, I say that because if you have good shelter, good clothing, good cover, basically whatever heat you do generate, you're holding it back a little bit longer instead of just literally evaporating into the air or diffusing into the air real fast or going out the window, going out the car window, going out the room real fast, retaining it a little bit more. This is why well, you can't see it now because it's really dark out, but I have gloves, mitts, wool mitts, scarves, hats, toques, jackets too. I wear vests, long johns, snow pants, boots, right? Because here in Canada, it gets cold. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a given. You ask anyone, right? It's like, name one country that's cold. Canada. Yeah. Maybe I should start going make dinner soon. That's making me hungry. Nice warm kitchen. All right. That'd be a nice heat source right there. All right. That's just like, you ever, I've seen people, have issues with their furnace and they have to kick up an oven. I've seen that before. I've seen that before. Frank. And I've shown, the thing is, this was like maybe 15 years ago. No, probably not that long ago, but longer than 10. That's for sure. It's 2022 now, but we're gonna find time. Okay, both 6 more minutes, sir. It's because I actually remember I've had coffee, so yeah, then everything has to happen. So that's why I'm cutting it short. Anyways, 5 more minutes, give or take, guys and gals. So coming back to my story here, their furnace wasn't working, and what happens? Their temperatures don't get really cold. You could see their breath inside their place, right? They had the oven on or whatever, right? Blankets and stuff like that. Okay. Then I was just like thinking to myself, well, wait a second. there's still options. Okay, the furnace ain't working. Okay, pipes. I don't know. It was in my place. That would have been my main concern. But in terms of heat, because I was visiting, I was just like thinking to myself, okay, well, it's not like the grid's down. It's not like it's a power outage. You just then I'm like, okay, is the tab working? Is it still working? They're like, yeah. And I just see these 2 liter bottles. I'm like, it's the first thing that came to my mind. A hot water heater. It did help. They had the 2 liters, so I'm just like, well, might as well put this to good use. It did help, right? I used one. I gave it to someone else to use at that time too. It was underneath their blanket and stuff like that. Warm up their feet, like a pick me up, maybe a quick morale boost because you don't feel as cold and stuff like that. You're a little bit more comfortable and stuff like that. So stuff like that can help. So that was me doing that a long time ago. So I do appreciate everyone dropping by this live stream with me. And remember, it's still winter here in North America and in other places for a little bit longer. So some places might be a little bit warmer than usual than other places, but maybe it's cooler or cold in your neck of the woods right now, so to speak, wherever you are in the world, in the Northern Hemisphere. Take winter seriously, bundle up, wear layers, because you can always shed layers and stuff like that if need be. I generally wear layers, generally speaking, not just one big puffy jacket. Dress for the weather. If you're going far, maybe bring a little extra gear, supplies, and stuff like that. Just in case, right? Even if it's as simple as here's a couple of body warmers, hand warmers. Here's a blanket, spare socks, mitts, jacket, scarf, space blanket, a shelter. What? Candle in a can. The body warmers or the hot hands, whatever as per se heat or fire source, right? Keep your core body temperature up if need be. Maybe a little bit of water, a little bit of food if you can spare the room and have it rotated out every so often. So. Well, I didn't cover that. I didn't cover that, Moscow, but cover is an important thing. Cover, shelter. I will cover that for sure. That's for sure, right? Because sometimes it can get a little bit colder than you expect. And actually, colder has CR in it. Just right. So, but yeah, and always remember that to be proactive out there and do what you can. Because it's no fun being in the cold and shivering and having frostbite. It's not. It's not. It's no fun. It's no fun, right? Be careful out there, right? If it's icy, take your time, right? I've shown things how to do it even without ice cleats if you didn't have ice cleats. Ice cleats, traction things, sand, cat litter, those things do help, right? Toe straps, jumper cables, all that stuff to maintaining your vehicle so you can get to your location. Those things help. Hot coffee, yeah, keeps you warm. That's a morale booster right there. Keep you alert and stuff like that. And hopefully avoid getting into the situation whenever possible. But have the stuff just in case. That slight so instead of being very full-fledged emergency, it's just a slight inconvenience, right? Slight inconvenience. And learn from it, right? And learn from other people too. All right, everyone. Thanks everyone for dropping by on this live stream. And remember, you all can create a better future starting today. And as our world changes, we can adapt to skill and knowledge get better with practice. You can't help everyone out there, but you can help someone out there. Until the next video for me and live stream. Thanks for all the warm welcomes on this live stream. And it's peace out from the one known as CR. Take care and be proactive out there. Take care, everyone. Bye.